Hello beautiful people, I'm Raish Phoenix, and in today's video I will be showing you the unboxing and install for this wig. If you like to see, then keep on watching. Here's a look at the packaging. So I have the Outre Perfect Hairline lace front. I have it in the style Addy and the color is Jade Blue. On the outside of the packaging you can just see that it's telling you the style as well as the collection that it's from. You get additional information about the lace and how it's constructed on the back. And here's the interior of the packaging. On the info card, you see, of course, again, the information about the wig, the style, the color, more information about how the lace is constructed, and on the back, you see additional colors that it is available in. Now, on the inside of the box, they go into a little bit more detail about how to care for the wig in terms of like washing it. And here is the wig, doesn't it? Oh god, look at the blue, girl. So I love that this hair just has really great dimension in it. On the interior of the wig, you can see that there's two combs at the front. So you have an elastic band to keep it in place, as well as an additional comb at the back, and you have adjustable straps. You can see that it already comes with baby hairs, and this is what the lace looks like against my complexion. Now, I do tint it with my all-over face powder, so it does create a subtle shift. So you can see that now how the lace is more of a, more to match my complexion, and that's what it looks like against my hand. So I'm jamming out. All right, we are ready to install our wig, and I do want to say I was fighting with it a little bit. You know, I was fighting with it a little bit, but we got her on, and I'm adjusting it, making sure that the hairline is matched up with where I want it to be sitting when I install it. Using my rat tail comb just to push any of my baby hairs away. And I did cut the ear tab, so I'm just showing you guys. I did that before putting it on, which is going to make it a lot easier for when I'm cutting the lace later. Grabbing my Got To Be Glued Blasting Free Spray. I'm combing the hair out of the way, and I'm just starting off with installing the wig. Well, focusing on the center first to get the center into place, and grabbing my blow dryer on cool. So I'm lifting it up just the slightest bit to kind of just figure out how much of the lace I'm going to be removing later. So I'd say I keep about maybe a centimeter of the lace on. Just working on gluing down the rest of the wig. I'm grabbing my elastic band. Honestly, this is for clothes. Yeah, this is for clothes. I never had like an actual elastic band packaged with any of the wigs that I got, so I just use what I have, which is this. And at this point, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I really needed to melt the lace because I'm gonna cut it. So if you guys want to skip that part, go ahead and skip it. It's not that deep. I think because it was a shorter wig, I was just like, I really need this lace to like come through. And here I am lifting, kind of struggling, but lifting up the lace that I know I will be cutting off. Going in with my scissors to cut off the excess lace. I don't know why I'm using these scissors. I have cuticle scissors that I use, and something tells me I installed this wig and it's been a minute, so I forgot that I had cuticle scissors to use instead. So I am low-key struggling as I'm cutting the lace. Take note of the fact that I am cutting it in a zigzag, like jagged way, because I don't want it to be super like clockable. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure that the lace isn't super straight so it doesn't show up super quick when somebody's looking at you. You know, I really just need the lace to be like, see, and that was a moment. That was the moment where I was like, girl, what am I doing? Why am I, yep, there you go. There's a cuticle scissors. I don't know. Yeah, I should have been using that. So yeah, as I was saying before, I just like to cut it in a jagged line because I don't want it to be super obvious. I don't want a super straight line going across my forehead, so that's why I cut it like that. Here, I'm just figuring out how much of the lace I need to cut off to be more comfortable around my ear. This is one of those things where it's like, when I have to cut off more hair off of the wig, I'm just like, I don't want to do it, but I need my ears to breathe. So I'm just figuring out how much of the lace I need to cut off and just going for it. Yeah. All right, so moving on to cutting baby hairs. Now, this wig, as I showed you guys before, already has baby hairs, but it was mainly in the center where it was placed, and I wanted it to be specific to where my natural baby hairs are on my head. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my section, I like to twist it away from me, and then I will take my cuticle scissors, and you can see that I cut it at different angles and like moving down the shaft of the hair. That way it looks more natural, like the actual the hairs look more natural and it's not like a blunt cut once I'm done cutting those strands. So again, just figuring out where I want to place the sideburns, like how much hair I want to include for the sideburns, and just going in, doing that like twisting away from the face and then holding the hair and cutting it at different points to have more of a natural hair cut into those strands. And you can see that's how we got it. Yeah. And I was jamming out. Let me tell you, I'm always jamming out. Going in with my flat iron, I am now curling the baby hairs so once I lay them, it'll have more of a swoop to it and it won't just be like straight hair. And honestly, it's like I cut my baby hairs and I'm happy with the length, but it's not until I go in with the flat iron that I'm like, ooh, you might have wanted to make it a little bit longer, because I be struggling. Like that was my good side. But this side, I don't know what I was going through as I was trying to like, you see me struggle, like it was just wasn't working. It wasn't working. So I had to be super careful. Like even then, I don't know why I be doing that. Like I just feel the heat and I think I'm burning myself, and I'm not. It's just heat. But you know, dance it off, go back in, curling those hairs. Yeah, I was feeling it. I was like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, yeah. Now I'm figuring out how I want to lay the hair. I place it down on my forehead first to be like, okay, that's where I want it to sit. And then I'll go in with a blasting freeze spray and just shape it into place. Just, you know, shaping it first with my finger. And then after that, I'll go in with a blow dryer on cool to really set it in place. You'll see that if I can, I will maneuver it a little bit more just to make sure that curl is really like swooped. Now, here's the thing. I went in on the baby hairs. Honestly, to each his own. I think, again, I did this because it's a shorter wig and I was just like, oh, like, I don't have strands to hide my lace behind, so baby hairs it is. So I went in with the baby hairs. Honestly, I know there are some people who like having more baby hairs, others who don't, who just want to keep it light. Do whatever works for you, boo. I went in. And I realized later when I wore this wig again, I didn't have to kind of work so hard to conceal the lace. So just saying, like, if you get this wig, you don't have to worry about concealing the lace that much. Just, I don't know, bring your contour shade up into the lace like how I usually do. And it was hydrating time. So here we are drinking water. But yeah, to each his own. Do whatever you want with the lace. You don't have to go in on the baby hairs because the lace on this is pretty good. Now I'm going in and figuring out where I want the bang to be sitting, grabbing my Argoat hair wax stick. I got this from Amazon like years ago at this point. There wasn't anything specific to it. It was just that it was at a good price, so that's the one I use. Grabbing my hot comb, and at this point I am just shaping where I want the bangs to fall on this wig. doing a combination of combing it, adding the wax stick to really set it in place, and then for the hot comb, just further really solidifying where it's going to fall. And I do want to put emphasis on the fact that your hair cooling down is more about, like, the way your hair cools down is going to be what helps it stay in place. So I don't show it as much in this, but after I run the hot comb through my hair, I like shake my hair and I hold it in place, and then I allow it to fall down because you want it to cool in the way that you want it to stay. And just, you know, showing you guys to make sure that the hair is covering back there, because I noticed like a few strands were underneath the elastic band of the wig. So just making sure that the back of the wig, you have it covering your hair, or at least not stuck under the actual wig cap. But here I'm just further reinforcing any parts of the wig that I just want to make sure like stray hairs aren't being stray hairs, and making sure everything's sitting the way I want it to. Grabbing my Juvia's Place I Am Magic concealer. This is in shade number 9, so I'm using this to put into the area where I styled the wig. So that's just gonna help give it more of a complexion like look. I'm sorry guys, I'm kind of blocking y'all as I'm doing my best to show y'all, but here is the completed install. You know, I like to show you guys a 360 of what it looks like. Here's a close-up of the baby hairs. Again, if you want to go in, go in. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Do what makes you happy. You understand? Do what makes you happy. And here is the completed install. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bless up, and until next time, sending out much peace, love, and enlightenment. Bye, guys.